Why are quality women avoiding good men? Facts are nice guys finish last. We all know this. We also may have heard women only want bad boys, jerks, pookies, Chads, Tyrones, Chad Thundercock. Shout out AMS on YouTube. But women only want looks, money, status. What's the truth? How do we make sense of it? Why quality women avoid good men? I am masculinity architect Duwayne Langham, teaching men about manhood and masculinity because nobody showed us. And personally, I think that's bullshit. You just tuned in for another live. You know what we're unpacking. Why women avoid good men. This one's going to be a little different because I'm not going to have the steps that you can do for yourself. I want to give understanding. I want to give insight to the other side. I want to give clarity in how you get what it is that you want. And with that, a bit of understanding of what's missing, what you may or may not be doing that's leading you to this feeling of being plagued, avoided, not getting what you want from the opposite sex, from those lovely ladies. And before we do that, I do need you to do a few things. Housekeeping, go ahead and hit the like, thumbs up, subscribe on YouTube, follow on TikTok. You want to stay attached because weekly content coming out every week. I'm posting every day with the shorts. Drop the comments down below. Hop in the chat with me. You got questions, I got answers. I'm here to deliver in service of the people doing God's work in this modern dating game. Also, grab a copy, Diving Deep into the Divine. This is my free ebook that'll give you a complete breakdown, all the basics you need to understand about divine masculine and feminine energy, which is my work. If you understand that, those filters alone will break down these universal laws. It affects your romantic relationships, platonic relationships, familial relationships, professional dynamics. It doesn't matter. It's always in play. But if you get that understanding, you're going to see life a bit differently. The context, the perspective is just going to occur different. And especially the content that I give you, you'll be able to understand it and apply it quicker and faster because you'll understand what's really at play. Who is this for? First and foremost, men looking to be the best version of themselves. That's what my work is all about. Those are the men that I serve. You want to be the man that you were meant to be. You're in the right place with the Masculinity Architect. I've got your back, brother. Also, men who are on the hunt, on the journey to entertain women. We talk here often like, is it worth it? Are you ready for it? Do you know what you're doing? Like really being prepared for it. That's what I'm all about. Like I said, with nobody telling us, without having a rite of passage, guys, there's so many key things that we're missing. And we're still expected to hold up to these ideals, leading families, leading the society, being leaders, all kinds of things, and nobody's shown us how. So that's why I'm here. So if you're one of these men, or maybe lastly, you're fed up with relationships, you're fed up with what you've experienced in the past, you're fed up with the drama, the bullshit, the dating market, and you're debating if you should just cut your losses. If you're one of these guys, or you're just feeling in general, women avoid good men. Good men are not women. Winning. Is this even worth it? If you've ever thought that, you're in the right place. Why does this happen? Why do women avoid good men? So I've said it already, but nobody's told us about women and female nature. What does that mean, guys? We're handicapped. So right off bat, right? As soon as they hit maturity, women are given the advantage. They are gifted by God with the beauty, the looks, just genetically, biologically, what naturally gets our attention. They are seen to have value. So if you don't understand that right off the bat, that we work different, that men need to build into themselves. We need to build our value inside. We got to go get some experience. We got to go get some life, not just with women, like in life, some intelligence, some career, some knowledge, some tools, some skill set. We have to find and build our value within ourselves. We got to build up the discipline. We got to build up the muscle. We got to build up the strength, the determination, all the things. Women don't have that. So if you don't understand how women navigate the world, if you don't understand female nature, and I will say to be responsible, it's interchangeable. Female nature, feminine nature. Again, going back to my work being about the divine energy, that's not sex, that's not gender. It is the energy, masculine and feminine energy. Now, when I speak to female nature, while socially it does typically it is applicable to women more than men, because we've all got divine masculine and feminine energy. You absolutely are going to be doing some things in your nature. The difference is socially, society is not going to accept men who are driven by their female nature, who who are driven by their feminine nature, who are driven by their emotions and feelings. That's a dangerous man to society because he's got the strength, but he lacks the discipline and control to regulate his emotions. That is a dangerous thing. So society doesn't care about men's best interests. Society doesn't care about how men feel because those aren't the things that traditionally masculine men in manhood have to deal with. So they're not going to be concerned with that. Again, if you understand that women are not just men with breasts and vaginas, women are women. They're different, equal, just not the same. Not at all how you are, how you think, how you operate. And if you can understand and respect that, that automatically puts you ahead of the curve. But we're diving into why women are avoiding good men. Well, because of this handicap. If you don't understand women, if you don't understand female nature, first acknowledging there's a handicap there without judgment, morality, blame, shame. We all start there, brothers. There's really even, I'll tell you this, there's not even a natural out there because a natural is going to have to learn. He's going to have to experience. He's going to have to be nervous. He's going to have courage and risk and all that other stuff and learn the truth about women and feminine nature. One of the things that you will be blind to navigating the dating realm without understanding women and female nature is that women operate on feelings and emotions. They are not, I say again, men without penises. They are not men with breasts and vaginas. They are women which operate on feelings and emotions of the experience. So what does this mean? In order to speak their language, you have to be aware, in tune to the experience, the female experience. Divine feminine energy, yours as well, answers the question, what is life? So you have to be in touch with, you have to turn off your logic, put away the intentionality, and get in touch with the experience. Why do I say that? One of the biggest differences, right? Everybody likes sex. Everybody enjoys sex. One of the reasons for mating, dating, and all that good stuff is for the sex. With women, they want the experience. They want the turn on. They want the teasing. They want the play. They want the arousal, the excitement. Will we? Won't we? Coming closer. Is it time for the kiss? Is he moving in? What, is he a good kisser? How's it? All that emotional excitement. They feed off of that. Men, we want one thing. It's real simple. To get off. To handle that business. To get that squared away, right? So that leads to a difference of the experience. You can have a notch count, body count, whatever. Tall is all outside. Double digits, triple digits. Doesn't matter. 4 digits, 5 digits. It really does not matter. However, you can still be a horrible lover. Let the women tell it. How many of them have faked it? Would you even know? How many of them have actually had an orgasm? How many of them have been pleased? You see, the feminine experience is all the foreplay, all the leading up, the soft, slow touches and caresses. Now, factors out there in society, porn, all those types of things, can skew your experience. But again, if you don't know women and feminine nature, you won't know these things. So you're not as concerned with the experience. I was just talking to sex, right? They're going to enjoy sex when it lasts longer, when it's more connected, when there's more intimacy. We're going to enjoy sex when we get off, when it's done. It's a race to the finish line, a fucking sprint, right? Now, if you know, you know. On that Karma Sutra, on the Tantric, things to make it a marathon. Hey, it is what it is. Long and strong. But aside from that, you can kind of get where the experience, the feeling is what's important for your feminine partner. When she goes on a date, I say this because this is what you've got to do as a masculine man. When it comes time to enjoy your feminine, when it comes time, whether a partner, dates, whatever, turn it off. Or at least be aware. Don't just put yourself out there dumb having fun. But you've got to tune out from all that logic, your to-do list, what you got to take care of, your responsibilities. You got to even let go. Is the date going well? Like, bro, she's following your lead. And by that, I mean the emotional lead. If you got to stick up your ass, if you're tightened up, if you're so intimidated, these are all the things that you got to get. Got to get the experience. You got to get comfortable with women. You got to get to know these things, which is why I'm saying it. But in that, if all you're paying attention to, that's why a lot of times guys can go out and seek dating advice. I don't teach strategy. Game. That's not my thing here. Not that I can't, not that I don't know, and not that I didn't spend the years. That's where I started in this work. But the whole context is what I saw was missing was actually being a man. Women are attracted to men. There's no reason to pick up strategy and game. If you're hunting, use the bait that your prey likes. If women are attracted to masculine men, if so facto, Ground yourself in your masculine expression. Become that masculine man that she is naturally attracted to so that you can relax, so that you can enjoy the experience. And here's the kicker for yourself. She wants to feel something. So you have to feel something with her. That is where you are taking the lead. When you feel turned on and know how to show it, know how to touch her in just the right way, know how to give her that eye contact in just the right way, know how to put the pregnant pauses in your communication, how to soften your tone, to add a little texture to it, a little sultriness to it. She's going to feel that and follow your lead. When you can have fun, when you can be carefree, when you can show you don't give a fuck, you're not so buttoned down. That's what she wants. Now she's going to multiply that as a feminine woman. So you'll enjoy, you don't have to do all the work, but she's following your lead. She'll relax into your lead. When she does that, you'll know, because it's going to be an explosion, multiplying everything that you brought to the table. But if you don't get this right up front, this is why quality women avoid good men. Good men, nice guys, good boys don't understand this. You can be good at being a man even. You can be a millionaire. You can have a six-pack. You can be in the gym. You can have all the things, houses, cars, and all that. But if she doesn't feel anything, there's no chemistry. There's no excitement. There's no interest. She's going to avoid that because why? It doesn't feel good. So I've hammered down on that just to get it, because you really got to understand, if you don't flip this on before you start, you've already lost the battle. Because at any given time you're dealing with a woman, if you can tap into how you make her feel, doesn't matter if y'all are compatible. Doesn't matter if it logically makes sense. Doesn't matter if she should be there. Doesn't matter if she said she can't stand you and you are the opposite of everything that she wants. If she feels good, if she feels like this is a good thing, if she feels safe, it's a green light you can enjoy. And for the fun, the consensual, responsible leading that you can do inside of dating, why not? So that's the first thing we got to get. That's why it happens, is you truly don't understand women. Nobody's told you. You haven't had the experience to get feminine nature. And you need to put in the reps until you do. You're dealing with women how you've been told to. And I already touched on it. Women are not attracted to nice guys and yes men. So if you're doing what the Disney movies told you, if you're doing what the propaganda told you, if you're doing what the feminist movement told you, being nice, reading her mind, nothing wrong with emotional intelligence, but being her, emotional tampon. If you're lost about these things, do you hear all that? Because everything I just described is not what you want. It's not being a man. If a man's not interested in that, he's not going to put up with that shit. He's not going to listen to that shit. He's not going to stick around for it. And so nice guys, yes men, good little boys who are obedient, doing what they're told. I've talked about this in past lessons. You'll never get success doing what women tell you is advice. Do what they respond to. Again, going back to that bait for the prey, do what they engage with, what they reward. It's no different from what they have to do with us. We can tell them we don't like body count, but if we're double tapping, hearting, all the Instagram, all the OnlyFans, if they're making millions out there, they're going to follow the lead. They're going to do what we're actually reacting to, not what we say. Because why? That feels better. And in the world of feminine, that's exactly what they're going to operate with. So she needs to feel that you can think for yourself and that you don't care about upsetting her or being liked. Why? Because that is a strong masculine presence. If you're too worried about upsetting people to be yourself, if you're too worried about what she wants, if you're too worried about those things, that your expression isn't there, she can't get a feel for you at all. And that throws up red flags because it's unsafe. She knows she's just another human being. She knows she's just another woman. But if you show that she's got more value than you, that her beauty is more important than you, that you don't have the experience to treat her like just another woman, just another human being, she'll immediately know how you think of yourself. She'll immediately know that you care more about upsetting her, not upsetting her, being liked, doing nice things in exchange for, I'm going to be nice to you, in a logical theory of reciprocity, that you're going to pay me back with sex, dating, friendship, feminine spoils. No, why would she do that? Because you're prioritizing her over just being you. If she's attracted to you, she'll do all those things and more. Yes, daddy, please give me the instructions. She'll be begging for it. However, if you're not grounded in yourself, why would she respect you? Why would she trust you? What I'll also tell you is that your courage to be yourself, that demonstrates the life is already in order for you. See, when you're courageous, when you're willing to take risks, when you're willing to show up and put your reputation on the line, your name on the line, when you're willing to stand for yourself, not put up with anybody's shit, that says that your life is good enough. And I don't mean just good enough like a bare minimum bar. It's like for you. You have the standard, yo, I'm good over here. I'm secure. I'm gonna be fine tomorrow. You the fuck if you're here? Come along, don't, whatever. It's all good. That carefree, not attached. Do you hear it? Talking to that feminine? Oh, that's a wrap. That's fun. He's relaxed. He's cool, calm, and collect. He's not worried about this. The nice guy's sweating if I'm gonna leave. He's trying to do all this nice shit. I don't trust it. Why is he? I just got here. I don't know you. You must want something from me, which means you don't have value for yourself. Whereas when you're courageous, when you're bold, when you'll shock and surprise her, when you'll just speak your fucking mind, where you're not worried about upsetting her, that's attractive, that's sexy, that's something she can interact with, something she can engage with, something she can feel. There's actually someone there to be attracted to. And when you show that boldness, feels like relaxation and fun, she can enjoy the benefits of that. These are the things and indicators that she wants to follow. You're cool, calm, and collected. I get to be cool, calm, and collected. I get to let my hair down, kick my feet up, relax. He's got this. And guess who that also resembles? Her first example of masculine manhood, her father. Ideally, life doesn't always go like that, but it is what it is. That's why that relationship and dynamic is so important. Women are only attracted to, I just talked about the whole daddy context. This is perfect, daddy-daughter. Women are only attracted to men who they respect. Men who they have to earn attention and favor with. Again, just like a father. Now really look at that. The first example of masculinity is masculine who's completely self-sufficient. If anything, masculine is the son, right? I'm a girl dad. I got 2 daughters. When they wake up, they don't have to do anything to be covered and protected. They don't have to pay dues. They owe me respect. I'm training and teaching them to be good people in the world. So there's a level of exchange, but it's in their best interest. It's the right thing. They've been covered and raised. I've been wiping their asses, feeding them, all that stuff. So everything's taken care of, and they don't get access to the bills, the money, the adult conversations. There's a realm. I am the authority, right? Complaints go up, not down. I don't complain to my daughters. I tell them what they need to do better. I tell them what I expect. I tell them my boundaries. And with that, they are protected. They are covered. My knowledge, my experience, my wisdom, my guidance, they have access to all of it. And I don't need anything back in return. They can choose it or not. They can be pissed at me or not. They can be upset or not. I'm still going to be daddy. I'm still going to show up firm, authority. With the women you're interested in, it's the exact same thing. When you're not firm, when you're not the authority, when you show that you need something from them because you're in scarcity, because you're in lack, because you don't have access to other feminine, they're going to lose respect. Well, he's not. My model is my dad. My model is, and I don't want to say that like that's the perfect cookie cutter for everyone, but that's the context, is that wherever she's not seeing that example, the respectable, grounded, disciplined, doing it every day. I don't know what he does, but he gets up and goes every day. I don't know how his life works, but it's working every day, and I just don't need to worry about it. It's all good. It's all taken care of. She could respect that. When she has to earn his attention, and I'll give you the example when I say that, right? It's not like holding out cold shoulder to make them work harder, to prove themselves or anything like that. However, as a dad, I can definitely touch on their mom, the feminine vibe they're grown into, they're seen, heard, and understood. They're acknowledged. Oh, you did so great. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Me? Dad? Oh, good job. Oh, I like it. That's cool. Now, let them blow me away. Let them earn it. Let me see that they applied themselves. Let me see their growth and maturity. That's the difference in the masculine energy. Oh, shit. I am so proud of you. That is awesome. Bring that over here. Let me snap a picture. It's appropriately giving that attention, that honoring. It's not just handed out left and right because you're fucking breathing. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is the opposite side of the coin. Feminine energy, divine feminine, we all have it. Moms, you came from a woman. It has its place. When it comes to the masculine to feminine dynamic, appropriately it has its balance. And this is what instills the respect. This is what gives the hierarchy where a woman will submit. She will never let you lead anything. You have to be a leader. And so when you're leading your own life, they can respect that. When you show up with boundaries and a way of life that she can fit into and you can make room for her, she will respect that no different than she did with a good man or a good father in her life. What I'm going to give you is the information and understanding so that you don't get on this path and that you actually get what it is that you want. Again, you want them to stop avoiding you. Stop repelling them. Show up as the thing that they're attracted to and want, and they'll come right to you. So the first thing you got to understand, brothers, because I really want you to get this, we deal with a lot of rejection inside of playing the game, and this is more or less going to be for the guys that haven't had as much experience yet. But it's not about you. I know you're the common denominator, but But just because it doesn't go your way, it's not 100% on you. It doesn't mean you're a problem. It doesn't mean you're bad. It doesn't mean you're wrong. It could just be a bad day for her. She could be tied up. Maybe she's worried about bills. Maybe her dog died. Maybe a family member died. It does not matter. The context being, it's just not all about you. So what's the first thing you got to understand of why women avoid good men? Because you're not a type. She doesn't owe you anything. You shot your shot. Take that rejection. Take the L, because there's a lesson to walk away. Maybe there's something you can talk away from and benefit from, but you do have to accept maybe you're just not her type. You don't have to have them all, fam. I know your ego, I know the validation, I know proving yourself, being capable. Those are some of the first things that, without having a rite of passage, often one of the first things aside from money is going to be women. And that's how we get our honor amongst men, the competition. What kind of a man are you? Well, shoot, look what I got on my arm. All that good stuff. Hollow bravado. But truly, when you can be mature enough to accept, you're not going to win them all. They don't all want you. You don't need to have them all. You'll no longer be so thirsty. You'll start stepping into the world of abundance. And in that, it is even more attractive. Just the willingness that you'd be surprised how many more friends with benefit situations. You'd be surprised how many more feminine women are willing to cook, to clean, to help, to do things just because of your masculine presence in their world. However, when you feel like you need the validation that you need to conquer them, you need the validation that it's got to be romantic, you'll miss out on a whole world. That's what I really want guys to understand. We don't get this feminine nature in the world of women, but we could reap the benefits of what is available no different than they do. Women have orbiters, nice guys, simps around them all the time, and there's nothing wrong with this. It's a natural flow. Those guys got to learn, and she's going to take advantage of what's over there. She's not doing anything malicious. They're offering it to the same regard. What if you've got women hanging on your coattails? What if you've got women interested in you, waiting for the opportunity, for you to be available, for you to notice them, for you to have interest? They'll do the same things. They'll come around cooking, cleaning. They'll be your friend. They'll be your wingman. They will do the same things when you are a grounded MGM, mature, grounded, masculine man. That is something of value. That is something they seek and want. It'll be the complete opposite of them avoiding you. What are other reasons that women avoid good men? She's playing hard to get. See, I just broke down, I'm all about breaking down the barriers, giving the understanding to the other side of the coin. I'm not about pushing the problems over, gender wars, the other side, women bad, men bad, none of it. With that, I get to see all the blind spots. I get to see what they don't understand as women, what we don't understand as men, and vice versa. So understanding she's playing hard to get, one thing I help women understand about men is he wants a chase, not a challenge. And so what I can help you understand as a man, as you get your experience with women, is that maybe she's got that confused and therefore she's going to play a little hard to get. Now, this doesn't mean green light. No doesn't mean no. And this does mean that you can pursue, be confident, be bold, be detached about the end result, the intentionality of it. But go with and have an experience. Shoot the shot. It doesn't really matter. So learn the signs of interest where she wants you to do some work. Women, I want to be clear about this when I say it. Women don't have to have or understand game without the reps. They will get the outcome because, again, their innate beauty, what they have been given, what we see as valuable, they have by default. So as long as she's not a bitch, as long as she's not, socially unacceptable. If you've got standards, maybe she's disqualified then. But as long as that's not the case, by default, she doesn't actually understand game. Another thing, if you can get women like the feeling. So while you logically, pragmatically, whether it was strategy or just getting grounded in yourself, have done all the things to show up and lead, make a good romantic evening, experience, date, sensuality, set up the intimacy, romance and all that, she's just feeling it and going along for the ride. She wore her outfit, she had her makeup, she hoped for the best, and because of that, there was a natural flow and ease, and everything was just magical. She has no fucking clue about the work, the stress, the everything that you're doing on the other side to lead it, to create it, to make that happen. Not that she doesn't appreciate it, it's not how she operates. She's in the field. That's not her business. Daddy takes care of that. Don't you want to be daddy? Go ahead and do it then. Don't expect her to make sense of it. So with that, I say why some women may be avoiding you. They're a little confused on the chase and a challenge, and they want you to put in that work. You've got to be the masculine to go and do that, because ultimately your love life is your responsibility, fellas. I can give you the information, don't make a difference. She can give you the invitation. It don't make a difference if you don't initiate, get out there, get the reps in. They don't have game. They don't need to understand game by default. They can get the reps in and be the best of them out there. I'm sure you've seen a couple studs throwing it down. But the whole context is they don't need to do that. Another thing is, because of that illogical, backwards thinking, well, she's a woman. So when she feels you might be a good provider, she might think you're safe more than sexy. She might categorize you as that backup option. When you show up like nice guy, when you show up and she knows, logically thinking, he makes good money, he's got good character, he's kind of handsome, could make some good kids. This is a sure thing, a safe bet. And she will put your ass on the back burner for 5 or 10 years later when she's done, had her fun, and looking for somebody to hold her down. But it's your fault, guys. Sorry. If you want to avoid that, don't lead with your money. Don't show up as the safe, logical bet. Have a little spice to you. Be your character. I'm not trying to say everybody needs to be a jerk. Everybody needs to be an asshole, Chad, Pookie, Tyrone. None of that. What I am saying though, brother, have some character about you. Give her some fun and feeling. Show that you understand at least that of the world of women. Put your fucking wallet away. Take her for some coffee. Take her for a walk. Let her get to know you. Let your value be inside you, not your wallet. There's another illogical, showing that you don't care. She'll work harder to secure the attention. Now, yes, it is illogical, but that's what they're attracted to. That's what they respond to. I gave you the wholesome. She's trying to earn daddy's validation. You can look at it that way. You've seen the Chads, Pookies, Tyrones, whatever aspect, jerks, bad boys, whatever aspect you need to map onto, just get it, brother. When you show up like that, you have more value to her. Doesn't make sense. It's not logical. You could be living out of your car in somebody's basement, be broke like a joke. Don't matter. If she feels something and she feels that also you don't care as much as she does, oh, you seem valuable. You seem important. She's going to respond to that. Learn the game. Women don't handle or have the experience of rejection very often. So that also means they don't understand it. They may not be so tactful, so gentle, and also they may make you wrong for. So why are they avoiding you? Because you're not interested in them, because you didn't pick up a hint, because you didn't get that they wanted you to go for the move. They wanted you to kiss them. They wanted you to ask them out. And when they feel rejected, they'll make you wrong for it. They're not equipped. It's just understanding the other side of the coin. I'm not here to make them wrong. I'm not here to point out, oh, that's not logical. They're not fucking logical. Let go of that. I'm trying to get your game up. Women are going to avoid good men. Ooh, this is a good one. This is deep. You may not even realize it. When she feels the pressure of judgment. If you want her to bust it wide open, if you want her, remember, he said she got to feel good. She's got to feel fun. She's got to feel the experience. Well, if you're showing up, judging her outfit, judging her sexuality, now don't get me wrong. Have your standards, have your qualifications. You don't have to accept everything. You don't have to accept anything. But if you are so uptight, if you are so judgmental, do you think you're actually going to get to hear about her body count if you got your hand on the Bible, talking about all the morality and all the things and complaining about what's going on out there and how your last woman did this to you and that to you? If she feels that pressure, if she feels like she's going to be judged, she's going to hunker down. She's going to clamor up. That feminine flower is not going to blossom and flow because you left it unsafe, not protected. It's cold and harsh. She's got to put up her walls. She's got to hide herself. She can't let that freak flag fly because you're not open to it. You want to let me put it where? Oh my, I didn't think you were that type of woman. You could have been having some fun the first night. Now you're waiting 3 months and you're in that safe category to get hollered back, circle the block 5-10 years later. Do you feel me, fellas? Resolve the red pill rage. Denial of feminine nature. Don't be mad at the player. Just learn the game. Play it better. It is what it is, fellas. We got to accept that. It's okay. It's not their fault. We've just been lied to. We've just been misled. We've just been unguided and bought in to the bullshit. This is why women avoid good men. You're shutting her down, player. Everything that you would want, she wants to follow that lead. She wants to be desired. She wants to be drawn in. And guess what? The bad boy, the jerk, the one with confidence, the one who doesn't care about upsetting her, that is cool to let her know, God damn, you look good. The things I would do to you, respectfully, tastefully, and the boldness to let it be known, that is man to woman. I have no fears of it. You're a little lady. Yo, you down? Good, let's go. If not, respect. God bless you. You're beautiful. Thanks for stopping by. Just getting to see you and enjoy you. I'm cool with that. I'm detached. And you got to be the exact same way, because when they feel that pressure, It's going to lock it down. Their appearance, it all just becomes controlling. Body count, the judgment, the shame, let that shit go. It's not going to benefit you any way, shape, or form. And you can categorize for yourself. Is she recreational use only? Act accordingly. Is this a quality woman? Great. Why you got to make her wrong on either side? Just do you. She feels she's more valuable than you. That's that hypergamy conversation. That's you showing value. That's you caring more about how she feels than yourself. You got to put your oxygen mask on first. She's got to be satisfying what you want first to have her around. Otherwise, she is the value. If she's the center of your world, if everything matters, if you can't see your life without her, all of these things give her a sense that she is more valuable than you. She wants to follow, respect, admire a man that she can submit to. And if you're sowing, she's more important, she's more valuable, where is it? Why would she respect that? She's going to avoid that shit like the plague. She knows she's human. She knows she's not perfect. She knows she has emotions. That's why she wants a grounded, rock, masculine man, MGM status. Where's daddy? Oh, you're not daddy. I can't trust you. I can't relax with you. You more worried about me, my emotions. Here's another example, right? Said I got daughters. They can want a $200 LOL house for Christmas, or I can pay the light bill. Now, she'll be happy, what she wants, my daughter, with that LOL dollhouse until she gets home and the lights aren't fucking on and it's freezing cold. Daddy, what the fuck are you doing? I love this house, but I can't even see it. It's nighttime. I was supposed to trust you. That's traumatizing. She can't trust her provider. She can't trust daddy. Well, when you show up that what she thinks, what she wants is more important, I know we need to be compatible. I know I need to pay the mortgage. I know I got rent to pay. I know I'm not going to spend $500 on this date. Like, there's things in the realm of the authority of the lead that she doesn't need to worry about. But when you show she's more important, when you show her emotions can sway you, when you show that you're not grounded, she can't trust that you got it. So if you're a slave to your lust, her beauty, you occur as a simp. You occur as subordinate, and she's going to act accordingly. She's going to put you in your place. Friend zone? No man gets put in the friend zone. You walk your happy ass in there yourself with a touchdown. We in there. You got to man up and go for what it is that you want. She needs to feel something. I don't care how nerdy you are. I don't care how shy you are, introverted you are, no experience, whatever. Go research, go look up seduction, go look up mental stimulation, look up words and language. She needs to feel something. She needs to feel you. Women are bored of nice guys and not into it. It's too predictable, too structured. For feminine, that's a flat line. Guy doing the same thing every day, same way, same sex, same meal, same food, same finances. Don't get me wrong, fellas. I've been a head of a household, raising a young family, and when I didn't, by the budget, spend the money to get nachos, I wasn't fun anymore. But you know what? I saw the logic that we need to eat Monday through Sunday. Not just have a great fucking meal on Tuesday and not know what we're going to feed ourselves and our kid on Thursday. Does she thank me for that? No. Again, I'm not fun anymore. But that's the whole context. She needs to feel something. I want to feel these nachos taste good. I'd be happy with that. Now, I'm talking context in relationship where you can get an example of where they think differently. The context of when you're dating, it's more important that she feels something. So turn off all that logic, turn off all that pragmatic thinking, turn off all the structure, organization, and routine that keeps you dialed in. She respects that, she admires that, but you need to be able to flex, flip a switch, and draw her into her world of the feminine. Hunt or prey, you gotta know what they want. So as soon as she feels the desperation, the lack of confidence, your ability to just be yourself and succeed in life, when she feels that from your interactions, your pursuit of her, your dating, your subconscious behavior, your nonverbal communication, all of it dried up, shriveled, gone away, closed off, not interested. She needs to feel something. If it's boring, it's flatline, and this is to my guys, I don't care if you've been in it for 10, 20 years. It's stacking up in the other direction. The second it's boring, it's predictable, she doesn't feel anything for you anymore, you gotta shock her. You gotta shake her up, shake things up. Like, give her your masculine assertion, give her your expression, your comedy, your jokes, your flirtation, your play, your fun, your laughter. Guys, if you don't get this, do what the fuck you want. It's really the ultimate of it. Now, of course, socially conscious, no means no. I hope I don't need to explain all that, but entertain yourself. Have a blast yourself. value and enjoy yourself, your thoughts, your perspective, who the fuck you are, and share that with her, because she will feel that, respect that, admire that. It doesn't matter if you're into technology, Dungeons and Dragons, the nerdiest shit ever. If you vibe the fuck out on it, if it's the most amazing thing, she will get high off of that excitement and want to support you and follow you into it. So this is what you got to understand. She needs to feel something. This is her story with you, whether it's for tonight or a lifetime. Make sure it's a good read. Give her something that she's dying to turn to the next page, that she can't wait to wake up tomorrow. Will he smack me on my ass? Will he surprise me? Will he keep me waiting? A slow burn that every page is worth turning. And fellas, I'm talking about 5 months, 5 years, 20 years into it. If you do this, if you keep this in mind, she will be attracted to you. She will be drawn to you. And you will not be on the list of men that quality women avoid. Appreciate you tuning in. Reach out directly for a consultation. If you like some support, drop a comment, DM, if you want to get your questions answered. But if you'd like some support, reach out for a consultation. Check out the store. Till the next time, before our next live, I'm going to be right here, being the best version of myself. One could say beyond empowered. The question is, fellas, who are you going to be? Peace.